Hey everyone, it's Megan here. So today I'm going to show you guys how I cover up my acne. But before we get started with that, I'm going to show you guys my 6 favorite things to cover up my acne. One is high-end and the rest is drugstore. So it's definitely affordable products for everybody. And I did just do a whole makeup look. That's why I have like a full glam face. But before this, I did do my acne and how I covered it up. So there will be a demo at the end, but right now I'm showing you guys my 6 favorite products to cover up my acne. So let's just get started. If you have acne, the main thing is to wear a face primer. I love the baby skin. This one is just the e.l.f. mineral face primer. Any type of drugstore face primer will work. Just having a face primer keeps your foundation and your concealer staying all day, and you really need it to stay all day when you have acne, because you don't want to freak out all throughout the day wondering if your acne is going to start showing through or anything like that. So the first product I recommend is any type of primer. The second thing is concealers. I have 3 concealers to show you guys that I just absolutely love. They're all from the drugstore. I do have a high-end concealer from MAC, but honestly, I just don't feel like it's great at covering up acne. The very first one that I have that is great at covering up acne is my Hard Candy Glamouflage Concealer. Now, if you want to cover up your acne with this, you only need to use maybe a pea-size amount. It's so tiny, goes a long way. But the one key I recommend, or one tip I recommend, is getting a concealer that matches your shade of your face. You don't want something that's light, and I don't really use this to cover up my acne no more. I use this more about brightening under my eyes. But this definitely works as covering up acne, but it's just lighter than my skin tone right now, and I don't want to brighten up the acne spots. So when you use a lighter shade of concealer, it's going to draw attention to your acne spots, and it's going to highlight that spot when we don't want it highlighted. We want it camouflaged into our skin so it looks like we have no acne. The next thing is, this is what I will be using in the tutorial today for you guys. This is my favorite thing. I'm almost done with it. It's almost like out. I need to buy a new one. It's from e.l.f. and it's the $2 concealer. And I'm not for sure what it's called because the name has all like vanished on top of the concealer, but this shade is called Medium, and there's only 3 shades, light, medium, and dark. Medium is perfect for my skin tone because it blends in perfectly, as you guys will see in the tutorial, and it is hitting pan. You don't get a lot of product, but for $2, I will definitely repurchase this because it literally takes away all my redness and all the disgustingness of the acne. So you guys will see how this works in the video. And for $2, it is so great. I definitely recommend it to cover up your acne. The next thing I have is my Essence Match 2 Creamy Concealer, and I got this from Ulta. It's by the brand Essence, so it's definitely a drugstore brand because I think I paid about $2 and maybe 35 cents for this. Now this shade right here, the darkest shade, I use this to cover up acne as well. This is definitely a full coverage concealer. This does the job at covering up acne. But if you guys have these type of pot concealers, you don't want to keep on dipping your finger, the same finger, and applying it to your face, because then you're just going to spread acne in your pan and cause bacteria, and you don't want that. So each time, use a clean finger. You have 5 fingers to use, guys, or maybe 4 or 6. Just use clean fingers each time, because honestly, it's going to help you and save your products in the long run. Now for foundations, I have this one from the drugstore. It's the Revlon Color Stay 24 Hours Makeup. Everybody knows about this. It's absolutely amazing. It's my favorite at covering up acne, and it's a full coverage. So when you have a full coverage, it just helps with your full coverage concealer, your full coverage foundation. It just helps having a nice clean surface, and this is definitely the foundation that gives you it. Now for a high-end foundation, this is the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. This is about $34, $35. It's kind of higher, you know, higher price since it is high-end. But if you guys have really bad acne that is all over your face, I mainly have mine in my chin right here and a little bit on my cheek and in the forehead, only on this side of the face. And you guys will see in the tutorial, I only use this if it's really acne on this side of my face and on both sides of my face. But if I don't have acne on both sides of my face at the moment, I use this one, and in the tutorial I do use this one. But if you guys have severe acne, I know to some people I might not have severe acne, but to me it's pretty bad because I've never had acne on this type of level. But if you guys have a full face of acne, just definitely get this, or even this, and just apply apply a little bit heavier coat. This one you won't even need to set it with a powder, just because it makes it look cakey if you set it with a powder. But honestly, guys, this is so worth the money, and just invest in it. It's amazing, and I would definitely recommend this. Even though I don't even buy a lot of high-end products for myself, that is one high-end product when I run out I will repurchase. And the very last thing to show you guys is a powder. Now, I know some people might not want to do powder on their face, but honestly, I do. I have an oily face, plus I don't want my oily face taking off my foundation or my concealer, so I use the Maybelline Shine Free in Light. Now, this powder is great. It does not make you look cakey, and it helps your foundation and your concealer stay in place all day, even if you're using a full coverage product. It will not look cakey with that powder. So, this is how I covered up everything. If you guys are curious on how to get your acne covered up, just keep on watching. And if my voice sounds a little bit different, guys, I probably should have put this in the beginning of the video. I do have a cold, and there's nothing new there. I have colds all the time, but I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let's get started on how to cover up acne. So the first thing I am going to take, this is one of the multiple concealers that I have showed you guys, and this is super affordable. It's $2 at like Walmart, if your Walmart sells e.l.f., or Target, or online at elf.com. But this is just the e.l.f. concealer. I don't really, I'll write the name like somewhere right here because it's all right off the packaging, like it's already came off. But I have hit pan because I use this a lot to cover up my acne. I am going to zoom in on my acne and show you. It's a lot right here on my chin area. I have really bad scarring along this area. This side of my face is really fine. It's just I have one right here, and this side of my face is the worst side. I know to some people this might not even be bad acne, but for me personally, this is pretty bad, and it hurts all along my chin. I know to some people this is really not bad. To some people this is. Everybody is different, so please just keep that in mind. So when I show you guys my acne, I'm warning you guys, it looks disgusting, so I'm going to zoom in and show you guys how I'm going to cover this up. So I had a huge breakout right here, so I'm going to take the product I have on my finger, and what I'm going to do is start patting this. Now you can already see, just because I patted that concealer over it, the redness is already gone. One of my key things is every time you go in to use this, please use a clean finger on each one. So even though this one is done and already has product on it, I'm going to take my ring finger next and get product, just because I'm going to contaminate my product and I don't want that. The biggest thing is getting a concealer that matches your skin tone, so it just blends in and it covers up all the redness. I know this is a little bit darker than my skin color right now because I got this when it was summertime and it now is fall, but I'm paler. But I will just put a foundation over this, a definitely full coverage, because right now I just feel like I need the full coverage, especially when you're having breakouts. It's just better to have a full coverage, I personally feel like. So now I have, I'm going to take my drugstore one, even though I had the Kat Von D laid out for you guys as well. This is super cheap and affordable. I think it's about $9, and this is the Revlon Color Stay 24-Hour Makeup like foundation. It's absolutely amazing. I'm almost out of it, so I'm just going to probably buy a new one soon, but I'm just going to finish using what I have. So I'm just going to put dots all over my face. Concealer, I put foundation, I dot foundation on it last. So I do my whole face where there's no acne, then the very last spots I will do it last, so it doesn't get like acne all over the face, if you guys understand what I mean. So you're not like putting your hands on the acne spot, then putting your hands all over the rest of your face, because that's how, one reason how it spreads. So now I'm just going to start taking my foundation and tap it in those areas. For my under eyes, I'm going to take my Hard Candy Glamouflage Concealer. You guys know I always use this. It's just my favorite concealer I have in my collection, and it's definitely a full coverage. Now, you could use this to cover up your acne, but this is a lighter shade for my face. I bought it lighter. I think it's called, I think the shade is called Light, and I bought it in Light just so I could put it under my eyes. I would not recommend putting a lighter color concealer onto your acne spots because I feel like it's just going to brighten it up, and you don't want to brighten up your acne. You want to camouflage it into your skin. Then I'm going to take my Maybelline Shine Free Loose Powder in Light, and I like to just set my foundation and my concealer and everything I put on my face just because I do have an oily face, and I feel like if you have an oily face, it just really helps to set it. Plus, you don't want your stuff, you know, leaving your face all throughout the day if you do have acne, because you do want this to stay all day so you don't feel self-conscious of, oh no, is my stuff going to be shining through? Now, I'm going to tell you guys, if you have bigger acne spots like this one, like pimples, and if they're the huge ones, they're not going to be flat into your skin, but the redness and everything is not going to be there, but you still kind of see bumps, but they're not as bad whatsoever. This is my overall kind of foundation routine on how I cover up acne, and I really hope you guys enjoyed those products that I showed you guys on to cover up acne. I did only put one high-end product in there just because my videos are mainly based around drugstore items, but I do have, you know, high-end products, but I really want to show you guys that high-end foundation because it's amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this overall video, and I will zoom in now on my acne to show you guys the spots and which ones I covered up and do a before and after shot. So thanks so much for watching. If you're new, please remember to subscribe, be my friend, and thumbs up the video. Let me know if this helped you guys, and let me know some of yours as tips and tricks of how to cover up acne. So I'm going to zoom in and do my before and after shot right now.